Hi everyone, Anat Kessler here with a new video tutorial, and today I'm going to show you how to make a butterfly mini album. It's a really cool project. You have all the measurements in the link in the description under the video. You can go ahead, click that link and download all the measurements and instructions and follow along the tutorial to make this really cool mini album that looks like a butterfly. So we're going to start with scoring all of our pieces. We're going to start with the large piece, with the largest piece, and score it at 5 and 6 inches. We're basically going to score each piece 2 times. We're going to go from the largest one to the smaller one. So the next size piece, we're going to score it at 4.5 and 5 3/8. We're going to keep on going, scoring all the pieces, and this is basically the idea behind this mini album. The next size piece we're going to score at 4 and 4 3/4. I'm using my trimmer and a bone folder for this part, but if you don't have these tools, you can always use a ruler and something that is sharp, like a pen that doesn't work, or the backside of a knife, of a crafting knife. Next size piece we're going to score at 3.5 and 4 1/8. You basically need to make a score line. You can do that with any tool so it will fold easily and you can teach the paper where to go. Next we're going to score at 3 and 3.5. Next size piece we're going to score at 2.5 and 2 7/8. You can see that the pieces are getting smaller and smaller, and this will give us that effect. And we're going to score the last piece at 2 and 2 1/4. So now that all the pieces of cardstock are scored and we have our lines, we can go ahead and fold on all the lines. And it's always a really good idea when you fold paper to burnish the folds with a bone folder or even your finger, just to make sure that the fold is crisp, and then the movement later will be easier and smoother. So we're going to fold on all the lines one by one, burnishing them with our fingers or a bone folder. And since you made all the score lines, this should be really easy to do. You also have all the measurements for all the cover papers that we're going to use to cover our mini album. So you can go ahead and look for that link in the description under the video and click on that and print it and see everything that you need to make this mini album. Okay, so now we are done with the folding. Basically, each shape, each paper, each folded paper is going to go inside the paper before it. So we're going to start with the large one, attach the next size, and then go on and on. So we're going to apply glue to the spine of the next size shape, and this is going to be attached to the largest rectangle that we did. And when you attach it, you need to align it with the top and the bottom edges, as well as the fold lines on the side. This needs to be in the center. So now that this is attached, we can go ahead and attach the next size paper exactly the same way. You apply the glue on the spine, and then attach it in the center while aligning it with the top and the bottom edges and the side fold lines. And this way, slowly by slowly, you attach all the pieces to create your butterfly. This is how it looks, and you see how each of the paper is smaller than the paper before it, and that gives you the butterfly effect. So you just keep on applying the glue on the spines of the paper pieces and attaching them in the center of the mini album. Once we have all the pages attached, we'll be able to cover the mini album with cover papers. And of course I'm using a black cardstock for the base of my mini album, but you can use any cardstock that you want. And if you want to save your supplies, you can go ahead and do this part with double-sided pattern cardstock, and then you won't need any cover papers. So this part is completely up to you how you want to build your mini album. So we're going to attach the last piece. And look how beautiful this mini album is. It's so cool. Really love it. Okay. So now I am ready to start covering my mini album pages with the cover papers. This is how it looks from the side. Has plenty of room to add all the papers. And by the way, instead of covering papers, you can add photos. Just cut them in the same size as the cover papers and then add them to the mini album. And of course you can mix and match. You can make some of the pages with cover papers and some of the pages with photos. Just play with it. So I have here all my papers, and I'm just going to start covering them page by page. So you need to cover both sides of the page, obviously. You need 4 pieces for each page size. And again, you have all the measurements for everything in the link in the description under the video. You can go ahead, grab that, download everything and print it, and then you can cut everything in advance, then follow along the tutorial to make this really cool mini album. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the little bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video so you won't miss anything, and you'll be able to follow all the tutorials and make all the projects. When you download the measurements, of course it's free. You can go ahead and download them right now, or if you haven't already. So I'm continuing with covering all my papers, all my pages with the papers. Of course you can choose any papers you have in your stash. And this is a really cool mini album. You can make it as a gift, you can add photos, it can be a brag book. A really fun project. It can even be for Valentine's. Whatever you want. So I want to thank everyone for joining me for this tutorial. I really hope you liked it. Again, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the little bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video. And I will see you next time.